Earth, our planet mother, a tiny little dot wandering around a star in a tiny little part of a vast universe. Earth is one of over 100 billion planets in our galaxy only. And this galaxy is one out of hundreds of billions of other galaxies. It's an inconceivable, insignificant part of an immense, infinite universe. And there reside us, humans. Do we have the slightest relevance in the celestial economy? Do we have any significance at all on the scale of such a big universe? Even though the answer seems to be no, we would like to believe the opposite. But these are questions yet to be answered. We mean something here on Earth. In fact, we mean a lot for this planet. Not long after our appearance, without even realizing what we were doing, bit by bit, like infants learning to walk, we began to comprehend the laws of physics, chemistry, biology. They were the masters of the universe and the masters of this planet. From the slightest particle of dust to planets and stars and galaxies, no matter how big or small, everything within the boundaries of the universe was obeying these immutable laws. Thus, our planet and us and everything with it. Without being able to put them into words, long before words were even invented, we understood these laws. We realized how some objects were harder and could break others, how gravity affected objects and bodies and actions, and how genetic variation and natural selection regulated life on Earth. And we've understood that all of this could be used for our own benefit. We were a lot more than Homo faber, the tool creators. We were Homo ingeniator, the engineers. Our mark on everything this planet holds started to dramatically increase since what it is known in human history as the cognitive revolution. About 70,000 years ago, we, sapiens, began to dominate the landscape and all the other beings that we were sharing the planet with. Our collective imagination came into being, and thus it started to become part of this world. About 10,000 years ago, with what is known today as the agricultural revolution, we began the transformation of this planet. What really happened then was our first step in the direction of completely isolating ourselves from nature. Ever since, every human civilization imagined and dreamed about how to create the perfect world, a world of their own, the world of their dreams. But pursuing these dreams, led by our imagination, we forgot about reality, and we forgot where we came from. Everything surrounding us today shows that we lost our connections with the environment. It shows that we isolated ourselves out of the ecosystem we were born a part of. We've engineered many things, sophisticated tools, ingenious solutions to ancient challenges. We've engineered even life itself. Our planetary footprint is now huge, and it is yet increasing every day. No doubt that our engineer brain, led by our limitless imagination, is what brought us here. We have come far indeed, but we seem to have forgotten that we are the product of this planet after all. We failed to understand that we were born as part of an ecosystem, as part of a planetary equilibrium. The planetary equilibrium might seem solid, but in reality it is a fragile state. Therefore, whatever alteration we inflict to the environment does directly affect ourselves and our world. And we inflicted dramatic changes so far across the entire planet. Not only did we subtract ourselves from the ecosystem equations, but we took out of it huge parts, including vast territories and most of the living species. We cannot even speak about biodiversity any longer, and it is the biodiversity that determines the health of all the ecosystems. The health of the entire planet. We do not fully understand today in what proportion are all the living species distributed in a functional ecosystem. We do not yet understand what is the relation between different species or how one influences another. On this planet, from humans to the most humble blade of grass, we are all the products of the evolution and adaptation to the environment. Earth is our single planet mother, and we are all siblings. That we humans also failed to understand. We got a glimpse on how everything is interconnected throughout various ecosystems, but in fact, we do not completely understand. And we do not really care. We care only about how much the planet has to offer us, and how we can exploit it, how much we can demand from it. For us, all that matters is ourselves. But life here on Earth is not a soul. It's a symphony. This is the truth. We have to pay our share as a species in the local and global ecosystem and equilibrium in order to keep functional this ecosystem we are now a huge part of. We can ignore the fact that us humans, together with our domesticated livestock, represent the largest part of the total biomass of all the mammals. But the planet can't, and it won't. Long time ago, we stopped adapting to the environment like any other species. Instead, we became able to adapt the environment to us and to our needs. And this is what we kept doing since. We have learned how to exploit the laws of physics, chemistry, and biology, but we could not foresee what consequences our actions have for the planet over a long period of time. Not even today do we completely understand our own role. We like to believe that we know everything, and we do know a lot indeed. But what we do not know does not exist. Thus, we do not know what or how much we do not know. We are still just some tiny little beings living in a tiny little part of the universe, and nothing more. Yet, our dreams are infinite. We have realized some of our dreams. We have created tools more powerful than ever. Today, some of our machines are cleverer than all our brains combined. We are now holding in hands the most destructive weapons ever invented. We dream about colonizing other planets and expand the human civilization far away into the galaxy, and one day even beyond. But developing these tools and weapons, while following our biggest dreams about how our world should look like, we forgot to protect the planet. However, we keep chasing dreams. We keep chasing our imagination. We are facing now the biggest threat humanity have ever encountered, the threat of our own extinction. We are talking about destroying the planet, but what we really are about to destroy is ourselves and the world we have created. Our own existence on this planet is at risk. With or without humans, planet Earth will still orbit in the habitable zone of this solar system. Thus, it will adapt and evolve other forms of life. It did it before us, and it will surely do it again. Life itself is a survivor, and every single species on Earth, including humans, it's a proof of that. Perhaps all is not lost, but there is a question we will have to answer very soon. Can we survive on the world of our dreams? Can we steal this little part of the universe and make it our own without getting caught? Perhaps we can survive. Perhaps we can survive the transformations we inflicted to this planet and make it the place we keep dreaming about. Or maybe we will just fail, and what we consider today as the peak of human civilization on Earth will simply collapse like many other civilizations before, or even worse. We do not really know how long it will take our planet to reverse the changes we have made. We hope they will be fast. All the plans we have imply tens of years. But let us not forget, it took Earth tens of millions of years to produce the climate we've just changed. We seem now very close to the beginning of the end. After all, maybe we are not that wise as we would like to believe, and therefore we will always remain some insignificant beings that lived on an incomprehensible small planet in the infinite universe. Or are we more than that? Can we really become kings? Let us all try to answer these questions, as I will try myself in the following videos. Please leave a comment with your thoughts, and let us try together imagine how human civilization will thrive or end here in this tiny universe of ours. Only together we can save humanity from perish. So allow us to proceed with the endeavor.